Logan Sawyer here with another YouTube video review, and today we're going to be reviewing Wolverine Old Man Logan. Now, this is, I've been hearing so much stuff about this story, I've been hearing great things about it, saying that it's really, really good and everything, and I read it, and it is really, really good. Um, Written by Mark Millar and art by Steve McQueen, no, Steve McNiven. I haven't really, not familiar with his artists. I actually go try and get other stuff, other books of his. And yeah, it's a pretty thick book, and yeah, this is a pretty interesting book. What the book basically is about is it's about because the thing is with Marvel, they don't have all these alternate Earths like DC does. So what Marvel tend to do is that they tend to rather say, okay, why don't we do these what if stories, and like what if this happens or what if this happens? You know, it's these scenarios. You know, they don't really, it doesn't affect the main Marvel universe, but it is like these. It is, you know, it does give you a bit of a perspective. So, but yeah, this is a really good book. Basically, what the premise is that one day the villains all got together, and you know the villains outnumber a hero because for every hero there's like 10 villains. So the villains one day just got together and they just beat the crap and just like killed almost all the heroes. A couple of them escaped, a few heroes escaped, but most of them just ended up dying. And then and now Wolverine's among one of the only ones left. And basically what happens is that Wolverine, he's got a farm. He works on this farm. He's got his own farm now. He's got this wife. He's got these two kids, and he's just trying to live a peaceful life. He's trying not to get into trouble or anything. And then what happens is that then America's been split into four territories. It's like, yeah, it's been split among four different people, and one of the territories is owned by the Hulk, by Bruce Banner. And anyway, the Hulk, and he's got all these all this big Hulk family. He's got all these hillbilly sons and cousins and all this stuff, and they decide and the thing is that they basically ask Wolverine for rent, and then Wolverine, he's been paying them for the last 20 years, but now he's sort of now he's run out of money. He doesn't have enough money to he doesn't have any money to give them. So what he does is then Hawkeye over here, you can see the old dude over here with the glasses and the beard. Hawkeye, he comes on his property one day and says, "Yeah, I need a courier job. I've got a courier job for you, and if you do it, I'll pay you like $500 or something." And Wolverine's like, "Holy crap, you know that's a lot of money." So they go on this trip together, and yeah, it's a pretty good book. They go across America, um, and yeah, it's a pretty good book. It's a pretty good book. I mean, it's not too it is very violent, like I said. But yeah, Wolverine doesn't really do much. He doesn't really kill that much people in this book. But then, like towards the end, like I don't know, you'll see if you read the book, you'll see or if you already read the book, then you know. And towards the end, Wolverine just goes apeshit crazy. But yeah, it's a great book. It's very good because throughout the book they leave these little Easter eggs, like basically all the Marvel heroes make some sort of appearance in this book. I mean, every now and then you'll see like a cameo, like there's this one page where you see like a cameo of Daredevil and Punisher and stuff, but like old Daredevil, like really old, like old Punisher and old Daredevil, or there'll be some reference to that character or whatever. And yeah, it's a really really good book, really interesting. Um, you know, the villains now run the country, and it's really really it's really interesting. And let me actually show you some of the art quickly. Let me find you guys find you a really nice picture. Um, uh, Sorry guys, just find out. Yeah, here's one of the bit more brutal scenes. You just see Wolverine, and he just rips that hillbilly Hulk's entire chest open, and then yeah, then there's some better arts like let's see here. Oh yeah, then here's a flashback back to this is a flashback back to like the old X-Men days where Wolverine still had his costume and all that stuff. And yeah, the art in this book is just really good. I really love the art in this book. Yeah, it's really good. You know, it's a future apocalyptic type book. I mean, it's basically like apocalyptic. And yeah, it's a really good story. They actually said they wanted to do a movie about this with Hugh Jackman. Now, I'm not saying that Hugh Jackman can't do a good job. I think Hugh Jackman will do a very good job in the Old Man Logan story. But the problem is, you know, I mean, unless they own every single Marvel character in the Marvel universe, they can't do the story because every Marvel character makes an appearance. And besides, even okay, I guess you could minus out all the guest appearances, but even so, Hawkeye is like a big part of this book. He's like Wolverine's sidekick in this story. I mean, him and Wolverine, the whole story is about him and Wolverine going across America, and yeah, and that's all it's about. And then Bruce Banner, obviously, he's like the main bad guy. Well, there's a whole bunch of bad guys in this book, but Bruce Banner, he's like the main bad guy. And yeah, my only complaint really is that it's just Mark Millar. The thing is, now this book it didn't irritate me that much because the thing is, in his Ultimate Universe, Mark Millar has a very negative view on superheroes. He makes it feel like these guys, if they had really existed, they wouldn't be so great. They would be actually be dicks. They'd all be arseholes. They'd be like wife abusers and yeah, I don't know. He just has a very negative view on superheroes. And in this one, he doesn't really do that much. But with Bruce Banner, like I don't know what the Hulk did to that guy. I don't know what the Hulk has ever done to that guy, but he just hates the Hulk. He hates the Hulk. I can see it in his writing because almost every book that he writes, Marvel book that he writes, Hulk's always a bad guy of some kind. He's always like a bad guy, or he's always like a bad guy, or he's like a serial killer or a rapist or something. And I don't know. It's very weird, but yeah, but overall, this is a really great story. 5 out of 5 stars. Probably the best Wolverine story I've ever read. I don't think I can really say anything's better. And yeah, it's really, really good. Really, really good story. And yeah, I really recommend this to anybody. But yeah, like I said, when you get this book, just be ready for a lot of a lot of adult themes, a lot of and very, very brutal. But the art and this writing is just amazing. But anyway, yeah, that's my review for this book, guys. Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, share. And yeah, if you've read this book and you want to talk to me about it, just leave a comment below. We'll discuss it. And yeah, thanks, guys.